What's going on, ladies and gentlemen, saints and ain'ts, and welcome to Lactic Acid. Happy New Year. This is the first episode of the new year. We're actually recording this on New Year's Eve. So, assuming God brings us to another year, Happy New Year to everybody watching and listening. I'm your host, Dominic Smith, and today there was no better way to start off the new year than to have a baller shot caller. She is Captain America in every sense of the imagination because she be saving everybody on that running course, and she is stepping into 2026 like somebody ate a piece of chicken right off the stove instead of letting it cool. She is the legend, Sister Riley Chamberlain. Riley, what's
Oh,
going on,
thank
my friend? How you
you.
doing?
I'm doing good. It's good to be here. Thanks for having me.
Of course, listen, we had to have a legend on the show. There was no other way to
I
start the new year.
don't
Uh,
know.
no, literally, like Captain, I thought about it. We'll talk about it in a minute. If you look at like your leadership style and how much you mean, you literally are like the running version of Captain America, like
Oh, that's
for
so nice. I
real.
appreciate that.
And stuff like that. So, we had to bring the ball out. I have to say this about Brigham Young University. You guys, I live here, born and raised in Orlando, and you guys played down here a few days ago.
hmm
And you were probably the only people who actually kind of knew how to drive that does not live here. So I just want to give a shout out to everybody who
Well, that's funny because I sometimes joke about, I don't know, Utah drivers not being able to drive. So that's funny that they knew how to drive in Orlando.
emphasis on kinda and
Kinda,
everything.
yeah.
It like there was some questionable. I'm like, who gave you a license? Like this is demonic.
Yeah. Yeah.
Um, but we have some people from Texas and Ann Arbor here now, and Georgia and everywhere. And I'm like, y'all can't drive. It's so devastating.
Man.
Uh, and stuff like that. Listen, I've been to Utah once, and y'all can't drive out there. I'm not sorry,
No.
but
No. I'm from California and like every time I go home I'm like people use their blinkers here, people watch where they're going. This is so nice.
I
But not in
wait.
Utah.
They're better drivers in California, really.
Yeah. No, cuz everyone's so aggressive, you have to be like on high alert and everyone's driving pretty quick and so but here it's just like I don't know, everyone thinks that everyone's watching and will just like let them in and I'm like people aren't watching. So
No, God is not watching. God wants you to go. That
yeah,
happened. Like, if the traffic light is green, you're supposed to go. I know it's the time of year we're supposed to be friendly, but they're supposed to wait. We're supposed to go. So, listen, that's probably why you took up running, so you just didn't have to deal with that. So you could just run everywhere.
for sure.
So, you're not going to escape this opening question because I ask it all the time. And to be honest with you, I haven't adjusted it. So, we're going to pretend like it's still the holidays. Well, technically, it's New Year's Eve as we're talking,
Perfect.
so it is. So, you have done such an unbelievable job of being so awesome that the world is so impressed that they want to reward you with this low-key post-holiday or beginning of the year promotion. They said we got to start the year off right. So, we have to talk to Sister Riley about how we can make sure the world knows how awesome she is. So, three things are going to be done for you. The first thing that's going to be done for you back in the day, when athletes did something amazing, they got put on a Wheaties box, wherever the case might be, a Wheaties cereal box. But because you've transcended such amazingness, they had to kind of increase that. So you get a chance to choose your own cereal, granola, or oatmeal box that you want to be featured on.
Oh
The
boy.
second thing that's going to be done for you, you get a chance. So there was this show, this movie, it was before your time. It's called Spy Kids, right? So back in the day, it was called Spy Kids. So there was a scene where the brother and the sister ended up in a cave. They were hungry. They pulled out a little wallet, whatever. They popped it in a microwave, and McDonald's popped up. It was a Big Mac, fries, Coke. That's going to be done for you, but you get a chance to choose whatever meal that you want. It doesn't have to be from McDonald's. It could be something from any restaurant or something that somebody makes. So that's the second thing. And the third thing, the Grammys are coming up, and sometime soon. And then we have all of our television awards, whether it be the Oscars or the Tony Awards. So we have music, theater, and then television. You get to pick one of the biggest events being one of those, and you get a chance to bring a guest of honor. It could be anybody. It could be an actress. It could be your parents. It does not matter. So the three things we need for sure the Spy Kids meal. So we're going to move that to one because for whatever reason I forgot the first one. We need the cereal box, and then we need the awards you're going to and the guest of honor that's going with you.
Okay. I think for the cereal box, I think I'd go with probably Fruit Loops. I love
Mm,
Fruit Loops. That's my favorite. Or yeah. And then for the Spy Kids meal, is that it?
yeah.
I think I'd do hmm, probably Coach Taylor's French toast. It's
Okay.
pretty good. And then what was the last one? Oh, the event and guest of honor. I'd probably hmm say Grammys, and then what were the other
So it could
ones?
be the Oscars or the Tonys. So the Tonys are like Broadway.
Okay.
The Oscars is obviously, television
Yeah.
and
Yeah.
movies. Grammys music.
I'd probably say Grammys. Yeah. And
Okay.
I'd bring my parents for sure.
Okay. What genre are you in? Like, if you had to go there to see like somebody perform or somebody get an award, like what genre are we rocking with?
Probably like some indie alternative, indie rock, like Fleetwood Mac, love them, Two Door Cinema. That's kind of like my whole vibe. I don't know if you've heard of Goth Babe. He's kind of new. Kind of that whole genre. That's my
Goth,
vibe.
goth babe?
Yeah, so it's this guy. He writes music. He has a sailboat. He sails around the world, makes different stops and plays like different venues and writes music along the way. It's so fun and his music's just so upbeat and like makes you feel like you should be surfing at the beach.
I
So,
was gonna say that all your answers give me like this California dreaming vibe, and I ain't
that's
mad at it. I goth babe, I would love to know what went into the name of
me
his thing,
too.
because that gives me
Goth.
goth, but nothing about what he's doing is goth. Like it's
No. I
it's
like
I don't know.
I don't know what he was going for there, but I don't know if I ever meet him, I'll ask him.
Mr. Goth, come on the show. Like we have some questions for you. I listen, I like Fleetwood Mac a lot. I like are you familiar with like the Beach Boys? I didn't know they were like
Yep.
indie though. I felt like that was more
Um,
soft rock.
yeah, probably soft rock, surf rock, something like that.
Okay.
But I love all that stuff. Yeah,
Okay.
just that
I'm
whole
not mad.
vibe. So, yeah.
I mess with the Beach Boys. I do enjoy Fleetwood Mac. I do like kind of that era of music. It's not my favorite, but it's one of my favorites. I love Hall and Oates and um
Yeah.
I don't know, something with a guitar. And
Yeah.
I should probably know more because I live in Florida and obviously we have the beach.
Hmm.
But I hate the beach.
That's
Uh,
okay.
I know I just had a bad experience and I haven't been back since. I was in the ocean with a shark that I thought was a fish.
Oh my gosh.
Yeah, so I was just like, okay, it's probably safer if I just don't go back. But listen,
Yeah, that's
summertime,
valid.
summertime, beach, like, I get the vibe. I used to do that. So I appreciate that. I actually appreciate that answer. Coach Taylor's French toast. Okay. So you are the third person from BYU that I have interviewed in the duration of this show. And one of my favorite answers that I asked a question similar to this, but Whitney Morgan told me that her favorite, comparable to the answer, was like these banana walnut pancakes or something like that. and stuff.
Ooh.
Y'all keep bringing the fire with these breakfast items. So I don't like it because I'm hungry now. But what is it about her French toast that is just so slappable that it was your answer?
Think maybe it's just the times that I've had it. She'll bring it after a long run or whatever else. Maybe it's just that I'm like starving, but like it is so good. And I also have a sweet tooth for sure, and breakfast is my thing. And so just all the things combined, I guess it's just the French toast does it for me.
Girl, we may be twins because a brother loved me some French toast. Listen,
Oh, it's the best.
we it's the pancake waffle debate. I understand that, but listen, we're gonna get to that we're gonna I know I have to talk around it, but we're gonna get to the breakfast part because I love breakfast food and I
Mhm.
love French toast. So that's a great answer. And the cereal, listen, I love Fruit Loops. I don't know. I feel like people don't eat cereal as much though.
No. I feel like when you're a kid you do, and then you kind of grow out of it and you branch out and find some other things. But when you're a kid, it's easy. It's just the milk and the cereal, and so you can make it yourself. But I
Are
don't know.
you are you like the other distance runners who love oatmeal?
I do love oatmeal.
I what what is it like every distance runners I've talked to, they love two things. There's a board game called I think Catan or something like that.
I don't play that, but I know a
But
lot that do.
yeah, and they love that. I don't know, I don't understand the game, so I can't count on it yet until I get some more information, then I could accurately count on it.
Uh-huh.
But y'all love oatmeal. I thought it was like I was like, is this part of the distance runner starter pack?
It's just so versatile. Like you can add different like almond butters, peanut butters. You can add so many different fruits. You can like, I don't know, so many different flavors can go into it. You can make it like savory, sweet. So it's just like there's so many things.
You can make a savory oatmeal?
Yeah, you could do like eggs and like I'll sometimes put eggs in mine and like make it that way and like I don't know. Yeah, just depends. Yeah, it's not for everyone, but
I'm just trying to figure out like I in full transparency, I've eaten oatmeal for years.
Mhm.
I'm a cinnamon and spice brother myself. Shout out to Brother Quaker Oats.
Yeah.
Um, but I was trying to figure out like eggs and oatmeal mix. And here's the thing, I'm not gonna clown on it. I'm just trying to like, should I try this?
Try eggs, oatmeal, and honey. Try that. It's really good.
Like all together?
All together. Yeah.
I will try it.
But you mix, so you just crack the eggs in and then you mix it around until like it looks good.
Oh, so you don't scramble these things.
No, I don't scramble them. I just put them in and then they like cook in there and then
Oh, see,
hmm
that's where I was kind of going.
Yeah.
That's where I was kind of losing. Okay, I can see that. So it's kind of like a poached egg.
Yeah.
Okay, I have a, I have to go running on Saturday, and I'm gonna try it because
Okay.
I do eggs and oatmeal, but I do them like I'll make a bowl of oatmeal, then I do eggs and turkey bacon. I'm gonna try it, and I will report back to you on if I succeeded or if I threw up or if it's something that we need to kind of trademark. Uh,
Perfect.
because now that you explain it, I kind of see it. Another thing that I see is that you are balling out so hard, especially like first of
Thank you.
all, no, it's listen, we in journalism school they taught us the truth never expires. Santa Claus couldn't even get on his sleigh before you and Jane broke 15 in the indoor in the freaking 5K in Boston and everything. That is just crazy, but it just speaks to the consistency. It's so cool to see like your progression and how you still find joy in the sport. But not only
You.
you find joy, you could tell that you have it. It's almost like it's contagious. You know what I'm saying? Like it's not just
Thank
you.
you. That means a
It's
lot.
yeah, but you can see everybody loves being around you. That's why I gave the Captain America analogy, and that joy is infectious. And I honestly think if you take yourself off that team, it just doesn't work. And that's not a slight to anybody else, but it just talks about the intangibles that you have. How do you maintain that joy for running, but also have it be where everybody is a part of that joy, if that makes sense?
I think, hmm, that's a loaded question.
It
I feel
is.
like I feel like for the most part, like it's just finding balance. Like I feel like I invest into my relationships and my schoolwork and like everything. I try to invest in it like like the same amount, maybe a little less sometimes with like certain things depending, mix and match so that like running isn't my everything because that's when it becomes kind of overwhelming. And then like my teammates, like there's just something special about each and every one of them. And so like depending on like how I'm feeling that day, how they're feeling that day, like I'll run with a different teammate like every day. I mean, I have my like main people that I spend most of my time with just because that's kind of like my training group. But I don't know, there's just each one of them brings something special and so I just enjoy getting to know them and yeah, and then I feel like also just like the I mean, God is a very important part in like our school and our running and everything. And so I feel like just like everything's greater with God. And so um involving him in everything and like he's given us this gift to be able to run the way that we do and he's helped us along our paths and so like just recognizing that you're running for something bigger than yourself um yeah just it makes it different so that's kind of how I like balance all of it and that's just what brings me joy my teammates God and just like being able to hopefully glorify him through my talents so
I was going to save this question for later, but we could ask it now. How has your faith impacted you from, and it's obviously you talk about how important it is, but there's no linear journey. Like it's such a roller coaster and stuff. How have you grown in your faith, especially in the hard times that has you in a position when times are a little better and you're going into a new season of excellence, that you maintain the gratitude and you're able to share your faith through the gift that you've been given?
It's definitely hard sometimes. I mean, like, sometimes things are going really well and you forget that, like, okay, like, God's the one that's got me here. And so you have to, like, sometimes it takes, like, a bad race or, like, a bad day or, like, just things just aren't feeling quite right to, like, bring you back to Him. But I feel like just constantly looking for, like, something to learn. There's always more to go. There's always more to grow. So, like, no matter like how good you do, like you can be happy in that and you can be grateful for that, but there's always further to go. We're not ever going to be perfect in this life. And so it's just like learning constantly learning and constantly like looking for ways to be better. I feel like that's what's really helped my journey and it's definitely not just me like my teammates like I couldn't do it without them. I couldn't do it without my coach and my family. And so there's just so many different things that go into it. So then like when you get on the line to race and also just like putting in so much work and time into this um that when you get on the line to race, there's a certain amount of chance that like it doesn't go well or whatever else. But like when you're running with God and that strength of like having so many people behind you, it like it takes the edge off of it, if that makes sense. And like, I don't know, when things don't go right, it's just like, okay, like I had something to learn from that. And it makes the good days so special when they do happen because they're hard to come by sometimes. So,
No, I
yeah.
definitely get that. And how have you, first of all, I don't know. I hope you become a coach one day.
Oh,
Like
thank you.
I I hope you become a coach and they give you the biggest NIL budget and you just go out and ball out and just help everybody
I
out.
don't know. I've been coached by Coach Taylor, and those are some big shoes to fill. And so I couldn't step into the coaching scene unless I know I can give as much as she's given me, and that's a lot to give. So we'll
Listen,
see.
I'm talking to you and the leadership and you running with everybody. I want to go in this and go run now. It's 30 something degrees outside. No, you have the temperament and the spirit of a coach to uplift those around you. So that's where it's some sort of leadership role. I don't know. Maybe the coach's associate. I don't know. Coach
Thank
Taylor
you.
is one of the goats in this coaching game. That's not even a question. You could debate your mama on that one, but
Yeah.
I do think you would be a hell of a coach.
Thank
Um,
you.
in this journey, especially in like college athletics, there's so many eyes on you. This is a team sport. How have you learned, not just through faith and obviously, through your family, so it's not even how. Do you feel like from maybe the time you started running at really in high school, because I know you come from a family of runners, to now in this chance to do something crazy this season, how have you seen yourself grammatically? This question is not going to make sense. How have you seen yourself give yourself more grace as time has progressed?
Um, I don't know. I feel like, trying to think of how to answer that. I feel like over time, um, I don't know, I've just like kind of like I was saying, like when you're in high school, like you don't necessarily like recognize um there's not necessarily as many people behind you. Sometimes you're kind of on your own a lot of the time and
Yeah,
whatever else. And like just all the things that I've learned from Coach Taylor, and like she always says before we go to race, she's like, remember who you are and whose you are. And so that kind of like, no matter how the outcome like turns out, like remember you are still a good person. You still have more to you than just like your performance, and you still belong to the same people that loved you before that race as after that race. And so I feel like just recognizing that you can run free, and um no matter the outcome, like as long as you tried your best, it's like there's always going to be another chance to try again. So,
yeah.
yeah.
I'll say this, it was being on social media. I'm assuming that's your dad recording when you're running. That is like some elite level like filmography and stuff.
He's the best.
Like that was, I don't know. All you guys seem so creative in that aspect. I'm like, who makes an easy run look like it should win some kind of award? So I
I was breathing, but yeah.
no.
He's very artistic. He does photography and cinematography. That's his regular job. And so whenever I come home, he just takes videos and helps me cut them together. And yeah, he rides his one wheel with me. That's how he gets those. He's like, I'm practicing for snowboard season. So that's how he gets all those photos and videos.
What is it? So it can get cold in California. I'm curious, like, what is it like one second you're at the beach, the other second you're about to go shred the snowboard, like on in the snow. How is that juxtaposition? Because I would be
It's the
miserable.
best. It's
Really?
awesome. Well, we're in the valley, and so it's like not horrible. It's kind of like perfect weather year round. It gets hot in the summer, but then yeah, having the mountains like an hour and a half away and the beach like an hour and a half away, it's just like the boast of both worlds. So
Oh my gosh. I didn't know. Well, is it more like Northern California that, oh yeah. And
yeah.
because I've seen reports recently, like there's a part of Northern California that just got like Mammoth and all that just got dumped with snow.
Yeah.
And then there's some other people who are surfing with Santa Claus like for the holidays. So
Yeah.
that's crazy. I guess never put two and two together.
That's
Uh
awesome.
yeah, I bet it is. I live in Florida. It's so sad. It's cold today. I think when I looked at the temperature, it was 12 o'clock. It was like 47.
Oh,
So
that's pretty cold.
yeah, so technically, I guess compared to like Utah, that's not cold, but I don't know. Let me ask you this. Mountains or beach?
Mountains.
Really?
Yeah, I feel like there's just so much more exploring you can do. And like, I don't know. Yeah. And I like the heights and the views that come with it. And so, I don't know. I'd probably have to say mountains.
Okay, I'm
Yeah.
with it.
Yeah.
So let's get off this running stuff for a minute. What are three fun facts that people do not know about the legend that is Sister Riley Chamberlain?
Oh, oh gosh. Hmm. Well, sorry. I I can play the piano and I'm somewhat okay at the ukulele and the guitar, but they're not very great. Um, let's see. What else? Um, I don't know. I'm a human development major and I want to go to dental hygiene school eventually. Don't know how that'll work out with running, but we'll see. And yeah, human development. I just love studying like how people work and grow and develop, and so that just yeah, and it's mixed with anatomy and physiology, and so I can understand my body and running and all that much better. So I love that. Um, and then one more. Hmm, I don't know, kind of like we were talking with music, like I just love music, everything music. I'm always playing music. I got a record player for Christmas and like a whole
Oh,
setup in my room, and so I'm just into all of it, like how it sounds. Like I think I'm a little bit obsessed, and which I know everyone loves music, but I don't know. Yeah, me and my dad both, that's kind of our thing. We love the record players, how they sound, the like different speakers and how they make the music sound different, like all that stuff. So, yeah, those are three things.
there's nothing better. I actually have old vinyl records that are, I love, like, I call it old people music,
Mhm.
but I love Mozart, not Mozart. I love Mozart. Shout out to you. But Motown, just like that music from the 60s, the 70s. And there's nothing cooler. Even, we were talking about like Fleetwood Mac and some of those songs. I'm with
Mhm.
you. I'm a music junkie. I have an iPod that has like 5,000 songs on it.
Oh wow.
But it's songs I collected like over the years and
It's like
CD.
sentimental.
Yeah, so but I don't know, music is good. You can correct me if I'm wrong if you're along this line of thinking. It's good for every occasion
Yes,
and
for
everything.
sure.
Like I have music that I can run to before I do races. I have music that I need to turn up to when I
Hmm.
need to be grounded. I have my like praise and worship music, and then I have
Yeah.
just like the older music and stuff like that. I bet the music, kind of the genres that you listen to, are perfect on a record player.
Yes. They're so good. And like it's just like a time machine too. Like you listen to some of the music and you're like, "Oh, I was like here taking this trip when I was listening to this
Yes,
song." And it's the best.
I this is bad. Like when I go to Colorado, we had a senior ski trip. This is the dumbest thing ever, but I don't know why every time I hear this song, I go back to our senior ski trip. It was the first time I saw snow, first time I saw mountains. It was Wiz Khalifa's The Race. And it
Oh,
wasn't even the words, it was just like the melody. It was the beat that made you feel
yeah.
like I think that's why holiday music is so sentimental and amazing because it just, like you said, it transports you back in time. Is there
Hmm.
like a song or an artist that when you listen to it, it just takes you back to something amazing? Or it kind of sparks your imagination.
Hmm. I think when I listen to like Two Door Cinema Club, that takes me back. Oh, and Empire of the Suns, that
Mhm.
takes me back to just like road trips with my family. And then like Quinn 92, I don't know if you've heard of him, but he kind of takes me back to high school and like hanging with all my friends. And so there's multiple different things, but yeah, those are probably the main ones.
Quinn 92. Let me look. Have you heard of like an artist called AWOL?
Yes.
Okay. So I want to make sure I'm on the right track. You kids are a little different when it comes to music, but you actually have a really good taste in music.
Oh, thank you.
Like I can actually appreciate it.
Right back
Because
at you.
some of the artists I've heard of, for me, there's this band called Earth, Wind, and Fire. And they have a song called Fantasy. And every time I listen to that song, it's just I don't know. It's just it's the first part of the song goes, every man has a place in his heart. There's a space in the world can't erase this fantasy. And that is like my hype song. That's the song I need to listen to, calm it down. All the good memories, whether it's, being on a track team, playing, like, I'm with you on that. So I took a music appreciation class, which is why I think I like record players so much.
Yeah.
And I'm pretty sure you and your dad can attest to it. There's nothing cooler than going to like record shops.
Yes. Just
Like,
shopping around. Yeah.
yes,
And like the records, like now with Spotify and whatever, you can kind of skip to whatever song in an album, but like the record players, like you have to just listen to it all the way through for the most part.
you
And so
literally do.
yep, it forces you to like listen to songs that you typically wouldn't listen to, and you're like, oh, this is actually good. So
And I don't, some of the best songs I've ever heard are the ones that did not get the attention that they deserve, that you had, like I said, on the record player, you had to sit there and listen to it
yeah, for sure.
and stuff like that. So if that's one thing I would make like a requirement for every kid is to get a record player.
For
Just
sure.
it's just worth it. He, human development. I've never heard of that major until you brought it up.
It's
But
like it's yeah.
I would say this, as an athlete, anatomy is like the coolest class
Mm.
because when you get hurt, you just kind of like already know. Like it's this part of the body. Is that something you've always been interested in, or?
Yeah, for the most part. I mean, like now I just love that I know like all the different muscles and like kind of the processes of what's going on and like different bones and everything. So like when I go in, I can be like, it's like this muscle right here. Like that's the one. And
Oh
then
yeah.
yeah, it just makes it much easier like for me to get help from the trainers or whoever else. So
And you want to be a dental hygienist. That's actually really cool. I
thank
feel like
you.
there is an avenue for running and being a dental hygienist. I don't know what it is, but I've seen like I don't know, it's been fun interviewing some of like the professional athletes over the years because they have like a whole another life of doing like busy work and still
Yeah,
happen with running.
yeah, for
The
sure.
and the street cred that you would get of being like an Olympian, fixing teeth at the at the same time.
I got a long ways to go for both of those things, but we'll see
I,
over
you're
time.
closer than you think for the Olympian part
Oh, thank you.
and stuff like that. That would be I could for sure see you making the LA Olympics in 2028 would be just like the Christmas story. Like
It
that's like that would be the biggest. You'll
would
make
be
it in
cool.
2028. That would be cool. We're gonna just say 2028. You heard it here first. You mentioned breakfast food. I do this with people with barbecue, but let's say you go to a place, it's the all you can eat breakfast place, and you have one plate, but you had to put your favorites on there. Like, what are your favorite breakfast items that you're rocking with? Because I'm with you on the breakfast part. I love a good breakfast.
Ooh, definitely the French toast,
Yes.
and then bacon probably, And then just like any kind of fruits, like oranges and berries, and I'd love a smoothie with some granola and yogurt. Those would probably be my staples.
What's like, is there, okay, I know the answer to this, but on your French toast, are you a basic French toast or do we have to have some fruit on it?
Ooh, depends on the day. Probably the fruit on the side.
You see, I don't know why, but French toast, I cannot have fruit on it.
No, it's gotta be plain probably most of the time.
No, it has to be plain. The best French toast is the ones that there's this place called the Village Inn, no longer a thing, but they put Canadian maple syrup and vanilla extract in the batter and stuff
Ooh,
like that to where you did not need the syrup. You looked at it, it was so tender, it fell apart.
wow, that's awesome.
And stuff like that. So that's why when she said French toast, I was like, my heart.
It's good
Like
stuff.
that's where it is. Now, when you're not running, when you're not schooling, what is life like when it comes to just unwinding, relaxation, chilling, making sure that you're keeping your head on straight, getting away from it? What's that for you?
Um, I mean, I try to make sure I do not like being alone, so I like hanging out with whoever I can find to hang out with. And
Okay.
so whichever one of my teammates or friends is available to do something, I'm like, let's go do something. If it's warm, we'll go out and we'll play, like, we love game nights here, so we'll do those and we'll go hammock or hang out at the park or whatever, or paint, or we'll go bowling or whatever else. Just chill stuff to take our mind off whatever it is. And yeah, that's kind of the vibe here.
Are you more extroverted by nature?
Um, I'd say I'm more introverted probably.
Really?
Yeah. I've become more extroverted, but I feel like I don't know, it depends. I have my people that like don't take any energy from me. But
Mhm.
then if I'm gonna go out and I'm going to meet new people or be with people that I'm not necessarily as comfortable with, then I kind of like gotta hype myself up to to do it.
No, that is so real and everything like that. And then too, you need like 2 to 4 business days to like recover.
Yeah, yeah, probably. Like I have to plan it out. I have to know that it's coming. And yeah, but I'd prefer just to hang with my core group of people and that's about it.
Listen, that is a word for all you young whippersnappers out there. Make sure to surround yourself with people who do not take up any energy.
Yeah.
Because there are people like I could be around, maybe not every day, but a majority of the time that are just easy going. You don't have to do much. And then, like you said, there's some people, it's like planning a trip. And you have to
Yeah.
like make sure everything's checked off before
Yeah.
like you go do it and
You
everything
have to
like
make
that.
sure that you're not rushed before and you've probably taken a nap or something and you have enough food so that you're not agitated. And
Yes,
then you
oh
can
my
go
God.
out and hang with them.
People, there's certain times where it's like, oh, let's go do this. I'm like, no, we got to eat first.
Yeah.
Like food is always first because if anything, a good meal could kind of ease the tension of a crazy situation. The
Mhm.
food thing and the nap thing are so real too, because if I'm tired, then I'm just not wired. Like that's
Yeah.
just
No, like I got nothing to say, no thoughts, and I'll just be along for the ride. So
no,
I'm gonna be myself then.
just smile and wave, just smile and wave.
Yeah.
Let's get ready to wrap this up. How was the holiday? I should have started with that. How was
Oh, it was
your
great. Yeah, I went back to California and hung with my family and we like had some plans. We were gonna go to the beach, but we just like I don't know, so busy hanging with everyone and seeing everyone at home that we just didn't end up going. So, but it was nice. Yeah, very chill.
what is a
Um,
California Christmas like outside of just hanging at the beach?
Oh, it was, well, this time in the valley, it was like monsoons. It was rain. We
Mm.
got 5 inches of rain in a week, I think. It was
What?
insane. And so, like, it was kind of just like trying to plan the runs around that. And then, like, the rest of the time, it was hot chocolate movies and hanging out. So,
Oh my. 5 inches in a week in
It
California is
was
crazy.
gnarly. So, but
Kudos to you for getting that run in. That is sleeping weather.
yeah, for sure. But how was your holiday?
The holidays were good. We ate an ungodly amount of unhealthy food.
Perfect.
It's perfect. It's nice. It's quiet. The two coolest things I'm doing to start the new year is this interview with you.
Oh, thank you.
And I was looking forward to it. And we're gonna watch Ohio State hopefully uh beat the Miami Hurricanes while eating some more unhealthy food. And
For sure.
basically, I don't know, when I take a break from running, I have to be in a position where this is the stupidest thing ever, but this is just me mentally. I always like that playing other sports too. My off season is like the off season.
Yes.
We need to turn up when it comes to eating and just not having to exercise and run that way. Like, I don't know, it just makes you more locked in
Yeah, yeah, that's how it's gotta be.
and stuff. And granted, I'm not, this is just recreational running, so it's not even like that
Yeah.
important. But tell me this. What excites you for 2026?
Ooh, for 2026, um, I mean, everything. Who knows what'll happen, but probably just like meeting new people and hanging out with all my friends. And this is my last indoor season, so I'm fully locked in, ready to give it my all in that. And then I will redshirt outdoors, so I'll be traveling with our pro group probably and just paying my way for that. And I mean, I don't know, I feel like it's different redshirting versus just hanging with the team. And so I'm curious to see how that goes and trying to live that lifestyle for a bit. And um yeah, just yeah, seeing what we can do.
Do you think there's an advantage to that? I think for it, I can kind of see the advantage too, because when you do fully turn pro,
Mhm.
you kind of have an idea of, all right, like the first year of a pro's life has to be so crazy of regardless of sport because it's a new living situation, it's a new kind of, routine and stuff. But now you get a glimpse of that and
Mhm.
stuff. So I don't know about you, but I kind of see the advantages of doing that, especially in the outdoor
Yeah.
season.
I think it's a Yeah, I think it's a pretty big advantage, like just getting to train around the pros and see how they operate, and then like just learning how they do things. Everything's on your own and very individual, like as far as travel goes and everything. And so just like learning how to be an adult basically and handle yourself, and versus right now it's just like, oh, coach has got it, whatever, like, and you're just traveling together in a group, no worries. And so I feel like it'll be good to practice that, and then just like um yeah, just learning how to live the lifestyle a little bit more. I kind of got a little bit of it last outdoor season. I traveled and just like hung out with them a lot of the summer, and so up till USA's, and so I feel like I kind of got a glimpse. Um but this outdoor season will be like the real thing probably.
Yeah, and it's perfect because there's no championships like USA Outdoor Champ. Well, there's USA Outdoors, but there's no World Championships
Yeah.
to train for, which I give you major credit. That was a long season you ran last
Well,
year, and you
thank you.
still were in freaking contention to make the USA team. And I know y'all were tired too.
It was a long year, but it was just so exciting. There was just something to look forward to for every race, and so I don't know. And I didn't quite get what I wanted at NCAA's, and so I feel like just continuing to train, I was like, this is awesome. I get another chance. So
You said
yeah.
that without smiling, so I knew you were about that. And so I'm with it. Well, let me ask you this last question, then we're going to wrap this thing up. What can we expect from the BYU women's team in this indoor season?
Um, I think we're just always gonna bring our best, that's for sure, and all the good vibes with it. I mean, we get to do this. Nobody forces us to do this, and so good vibes and lots of hard work and yeah. That's what you can expect from all of us.
You have survived the interrogation process. Now we're on to the fun stuff. So let me ask you this. I told you before the show, you could either ask me questions or we could play Would You Rather. Which one would you want to do?
Ooh. Um, hmm. Who's your favorite person that you've interviewed so far? Like pro and like whoever else.
That's such a hard question. I mean, we are
Yeah.
starting 2026 off with a bang. Um, it's hard to say pro because I view all the athletes the same. So I view this interview the same way I view like if I were to interview a Usain Bolt.
Mm-hmm.
So let me now I have to figure out who the heck I've interviewed. Um, that's a
Or like who comes to mind first when you think um like if I was to ask you like who have you interviewed? Like who would be like the first person to roll off the dome?
that's the problem. I forgot.
It's okay.
Um, good gosh. I'm gonna say Riley Chamberlain one
Oh, that's too nice.
and two. God, I gotta keep rolling through this. I'm probably gonna say Allie Feller.
Okay.
Allie was one of Allie, we love you. We're praying for you continuously. Allie was one of my first ever when I started the show. So she was a mentor of mine in this Magic Boost program that I was in. Um, and she came on the show and we talked for like 2 hours. We laughed, we cried. It was just amazing. Um, so that one, it meant a lot that she came on the show. I would say her and then honorable mention or in second place. So if you're 1A, Alex 1B, Dina Castor. Dina is
Oh, I could imagine that was a good one.
Dina and I, Dina is a good friend of mine, and we are very competitive. And we have had some crazy shows on here. So I have
Mhm.
to go 1C because I have to put her in there because I think not this past time, but there was an episode we did the Olympic marathon trials and we had a bet um of who our top 10 was and the winner had to bake cookies or something. And speaking of BYU, I want to give a shout out to somebody. Well, I've had like five BYU people on the show, but Clayton Young came on the show. And I had Clayton and Connor Mance swapped. And down the
Oh,
home stretch of the Olympic Marathon trials, they were together, and Clayton let Connor go first, and
uh-huh.
Clayton is right behind him, and that's how I lost that a
Oh
bet.
no.
I was crying. I was so happy for the both of them, and I was hurt. I was crying.
Dang it.
I think I said something to Clayton. Clayton had sunglasses on because that man has an unbelievable. He has such a great level of swag that I aspired to have growing up. I was like, Clayton, dog, I'm so happy, but I'm so sad at the same time. It's all love though. But Dina, yeah, Dina's up there. Love Dina, love them all.
That's awesome.
So that's a long-winded answer. I am so sorry I had to
I
do some
love it.
and stuff. But
Very
yes.
passionate about everyone you interview.
Yeah, because I think I'm more introverted too. So I think it makes it a little bit easier because all the questions come from genuine curiosity. It's not to say extroverted people don't have genuine curiosity, but it's just, I don't know, it's just different. I feel like when you don't talk to as many people, you kind of have time to form questions and stuff, and you want each time you meet somebody to be memorable. So,
Yeah.
um, yeah, that's my long-winded answer for that.
Perfect. I love it. Sweet.
Yeah.
Well, I think that's all I got.
Okay, I'm gonna ask you a couple of rapid fires, and then we're gonna get on out of here. Sounds good?
Sweet. Yeah.
Okay. If there was a food that you could live with for the rest of your life and a food that you could live without, what would they be?
Ooh. Mm, a food that I could live with? Hmm. Pasta, probably. Any
Okay.
good pasta. And then without, hmm, I'm not a big seafood fan. So,
Any
yeah.
seafood?
Sushi, I have grown to like this year. I have had some good rolls, but not a huge seafood fan.
Okay, you see, I despise sushi with my entire being.
Uh-huh.
So if you grew to like it, then maybe I should finally try it.
I feel like start with cooked sushi. Like we did
Yes.
some cooked rolls and then like I was like used to those and then I moved to the not cooked ones and I was like fine. So I guess I don't know, but I used to hate it. So I don't
Okay.
know. Yeah.
Okay. So tempura shrimp first, because that's fried, and that's my specialty.
Yeah.
So I appreciate that. You're the first person that's given me a great in-depth answer. So that's what we're gonna do. Favorite or dream vacation spot?
Ooh, dream vacation spot. Probably either Switzerland or Iceland. Just I love Europe. I'd love to go to Europe.
Okay, that's
So,
what's up.
yeah.
If you could have dinner with anybody in this world living, who would it be?
Oh gosh. That's so hard. Hmm. I feel like hmm. I feel like the first person that comes to mind right now, I mean like I love just my regular people. I'd have dinner with them anytime, probably over anyone else. But besides that, I think someone that I like, I'd love to hear how their brain kind of works is probably Anna Hall. Like
Ooh,
just like all her different like stuff about like how important like just the mental side of sports is and just like all the different like notes that she takes and everything else before and after competition. Like I'd love to like talk to her and ask her about her philosophy kind of.
that is so real because the heptathlon, the decathlon, the pentathlon, they are
Yeah.
like the handyman and handy women of track and field because you have to be specialist at every single one of those events.
Yeah.
So yeah, I'm with you on that. I just have a couple more for you. What song gets you pumped up the most?
Ooh, I kind of have a guilty pleasure also for rap music.
Okay.
And for workouts, I'm a Gunna fan.
What?
And so probably any of his songs pre-workout, Gunna is probably going to be playing, or Lil Uzi.
Okay, so she deep. She's deep.
Yeah.
That's okay. That's crazy. We went from Fleetwood Mac to Uzi and Gunna.
Yeah, that's developed since being at BYU. Like we kind of like we get in trouble pretty often for our music. Just like yeah, like it's not clean. I'm like, well, I put on the clean version, but I'm sorry it talks about not clean stuff.
I mean, but that's reality. Not all Fleetwood Mac songs are clean
No,
by
no, it just
any.
has like a more like clean beat, I guess, whereas the rap music, people's minds immediately go like dirty. So
I mean, they probably heard some shots fired, probably to begin a song, whatever the case might be, and it freaked them out. But listen, whatever keeps you guys winning championships, keep listening to it. I don't care if it's
okay.
Gunna, I don't care if it's Lil Wayne, Fleetwood Mac. Listen, I went to a private Christian school growing up,
Huh.
and they wanted us to like before football games, they would play like Jesus at the center of it all, or how great. I'm like, no. I need some. So I would turn it on Lil Jon's We Some Headbusters, which is not a song that they approved of
Uh-huh.
by any means. So I'm with you. I like that. I like
It's
that.
it's good stuff.
I got that. Okay, two more questions for you. Who is the funniest person on your team?
Ooh. There's a lot of really funny ones. I think probably the ones that make me laugh the most. Neela Roberts. She's on our top seven. And then Carly Hansen. Thompson. She's married now. Probably those two. Yeah. And then I gotta give a shout out to JC Farmer too. Probably those three. I'm like, they always have me cracking up for one thing or another. So, yeah.
Okay. Last question is the most important question you're going to be asked and the most important question you'll answer. Why does kindness matter to you?
Um, we are here to serve each other, and when you put out kindness, you get kindness back. And so it's just like it just creates a good circle of everything. And I don't know, I just feel like if you're just in it to serve yourself and like benefit yourself, it's gonna be really lonely. So I think I don't know, making people feel good makes you feel good, so do it.
You heard Pastor Chamberlain. Do it. Just like the Nike check. Listen, appreciate you starting off the year by coming on Lactic Acid. Where can the people find you and support your journey?
Um, Probably just my Instagram. It's Riley Chamberlain 04. Yeah. So,
Listen, nice and easy to the point. Riley's going to do some big things in the indoor season. BYU is going to do some great things overall. Please be sure to stay tuned, like, subscribe, and comment. Love, peace, and chicken grease. We'll catch you next time.